So you've been losing weight for a couple of weeks or a couple of months and everything's been going smoothly, but suddenly you can't seem to push past a plateau. This week I'm covering 3 foolproof methods to push past any plateau. Let's get into it. Hey everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Walk With Me. This is Josh here, and today we are talking about plateaus. It's something that everybody has to go through at some point in their weight loss journey, and it can really put a damper on your mental state and your progress. After almost a decade of experimenting, these 3 things have proven very effective for me to push past any plateau. You need to make sure you're being honest with yourself as to how many calories you're eating. You know, if you're having that late night snack and just not worrying about tracking it, that's where this comes in. You need to cut that out and be honest with yourself. When you're first starting to lose weight, especially if you have a lot of weight to lose, you have kind of a lot of margin of error and a lot of room to work with. Little things like not tracking your sauce or going by volume measurements instead of weight measurements, or having a completely free day every week where you're not tracking anything. All this stuff can be really great and still effective in the beginning stages, but later on in your weight loss, you just have a lot less room to work with your calories in versus calories out. You know, as your weight goes down, you burn a lot less, therefore eliminating a lot of that margin. Things like spices and sauces need to be tracked down to the calorie, at least on the short term, until you get this situated. If you're not already tracking your calories and you're in a plateau, that really is priority 1. You can't fix what you're not aware of. So even if you don't like it, even if you don't plan on doing it forever, it is crucially important to have a good, strong understanding of how many calories are in which foods, or you're going to gain the weight back, or you're never going to finish your weight loss. I get so many questions from people struggling with a plateau, yet they have no idea how many calories they're eating. There's no way you're going to get by through the last stages of your weight loss with that attitude. Like I said earlier, you know, in the beginning, you can get away with a lot of that because you have so much more margin of error. You don't have that anymore. So it's time to start tracking. The longer you eat at a calorie deficit, your body will continue to use up all of the glycogen stores that you have throughout your whole body. Glycogen is essentially just a type of sugar water that your body uses for energy. Sometimes when those glycogen stores get depleted, your body will slow down its weight loss. So it's important to have a day where you're gonna eat a few hundred calories extra to kind of refill those tanks. This is not an excuse to go crazy and eat, 1,000 or 2,000 extra calories, but you want to increase for one day about 400 to 500 calories in your diet with all carbs. That's going to refill those stores. It's going to probably improve your workouts too, but that's just a good kind of reset for your body to continue losing weight. You want to increase your cardio by 100 or so calories every day, or decrease your food by 100 or so calories every day. And this really is a last resort because method 1 and 2 I talked about have gotten me through just about every single plateau I've had. But if you're being honest and accurate with yourself and you've had a refeed day recently, you might just need to drop your calories a bit. This exact step is exactly why I don't recommend to push past that 500 calorie deficit in the earlier stages, because you need that wiggle room. This was the wiggle room I talked about. There will always inevitably be a time where you need to lower those calories. I guarantee a lot of you out there right now that are having issues with a plateau, you're probably at 2,000 calories or 1,500 calories or something way lower than you should be at, and you don't have any room to move now. So if you've been following the right plan, just drop those calories down and that should fix the problem. And if your calories are already at too low of a spot and you don't really have any room to move down, I would recommend you do that refeed day and then reset your calories to an appropriate number. You might lose out on a couple weeks of progress, but it will break that plateau. But those are all the steps and methods you need to be taking. I promise if you follow those to a T, they will work, they will get you past that plateau. I lost 145 pounds following these strategies. So I promise if you follow everything, it will work. You will get past that plateau and you will be losing weight again. I'd love for you all to leave a comment down below. How do you get past plateaus? Let's get some more tips and strategies in place just in case I missed something. And be sure to subscribe if you're not already. I put out new episodes of Walk With Me every Monday. I put other videos out on Fridays. But until next time, I'll talk to you all later. Have a good one.